That's testing, 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 testing. Yo, 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 yo. I gotta make sure my mic is good. Testing, 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 testing. Yo, yo, yo. Okay. I gotta make sure my mic is good. Testing, 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 testing. Yo, yo, yo. Okay. I gotta make sure my mic is good. Wait, what? Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Oh my god, bro. As y'all can see, I have no chair like last time, bro. I need that. No chair like that last time, bro. On the floor this time. It's just crazy. So I don't even know what to do at this point. Yep, I hear myself. Good. It's not messed up like the other time. Last time, bro. On the floor this time. It's just crazy. So I don't even know. Alright, let's go. Alright. Also, today's gonna be a short stream, bro. Real short. So keep that in mind too. The girl want me cause she probably want my baby. Hey, ice on my neck just like coffee. I want a girl built just like Kimchi. Karate chop that like a sensei sense. I didn't really was a dead rat. So how's everybody's day going so far? Oh my lord, it's like my day felt so long today. So long. Hey, since it's late, I might as well just watch this. Don't watch alone, I'm watching it alone. Let's see. I'm really on the floor right now, chat. That's crazy. I'm actually on the floor, just sitting down.
This right here is a YouTuber named Sam who uploaded a terrifying video titled Stealth Van
Okay,
Camping Gone
Sam.
Wrong on his channel, The Northwest Wind. For those who are unaware of the term stealth camping, it involves parking a camper van anywhere without paying for parking, from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere. His channel mostly showcases his travels in his camper van, and he
He's
frequently
adventure.
uploads videos documenting
He
his stealth
travels,
camping
I bet.
experiences across the United States. In this particular video, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland. While leaving his camper van at a local dog park, he made his way into the woods.
I'm not gonna lie, camping's not for me personally. Last time I went camping, bro, I couldn't handle it.
Stumbled upon a camping tent that had been completely destroyed, but he decided to keep going. After setting up his tent in the woods, he started cooking dinner on a camping stove. At this point, he saw a couple of people walking by the campsite and mentioned that he was feeling like he was possibly in danger. Despite this, Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settled down in his tent to get some sleep, this is when things started to take a turn for the worse.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though. Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on in case they can see in here.
Oh, someone's walking up on
They're
him.
getting closer, too.
Oh no.
They're getting closer, hang on. Hang on.
As the footsteps outside the tent drew closer and closer, Sam wasn't sure if it was an animal or a person. With no other options remaining, he called out to whoever was out there. At first, he didn't get a response, but after calling out about the 6th time, that's when things took a turn for the worse.
Ah, bro, come on. I hate when ads are like this, bro. When things get juicy, bro, when I just throw the ad at me,
I
bro.
don't like
Come
this
on.
at all. I'm spooked.
Get into it.
Hello?
I can barely hear them talking. They're whispering. I think there's 2 people. Hang on. They're walking around outside in circles.
The heck? No, bro.
Hello?
Hello?
This is crazy.
Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. They're right outside the tent. Hello? I'm in here. Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm getting the f out of here. Hello? Hello?
Yo.
I don't know what the f this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? Holy crap. Get away. What do you want? Hello? I can't see you. All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting the hell out of here. Hello? Say something. I see you.
After
Attack
Sam
while
mentioned that he had a
camping.
knife on him, the attackers left the campsite. However, as soon as he stepped out of the tent, Sam saw them standing creepily in the middle of the woods.
I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! They went over that way. I can't see them now. I know you're there. I see you. They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there.
After completely losing it during the unsettling encounter, he decides to leave his tent and return to his van in the park. Unfortunately, this was not the end, as things start to get even more disturbing.
Phone. I'm gonna call 911 if you come near me. All right, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I'm leaving. Don't follow me. All right, this is. Stay away from me. They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They're at my campsite. I see them. I see you reflecting off my tent. Leave my shit alone.
Fearing for his life, Sam decides to leave his belongings behind as the attackers steal his things.
Valid
He quickly
response.
tries to run back to his van,
He's in the
but when he
right.
turns around, he sees the attackers coming after him.
One of them's following me.
What,
One of
bro? I'm running for it, bro. I don't care. I'm running. Yeah, go. Run, run. Oh, he fell. No, he fell. No, he
Oh, they're
fell.
coming.
No, go.
I hear them coming. Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this.
Go.
Get away from me!
Go.
Hang on, is this still recording? Is it still recording? Is it still recording? Right at the edge of the wood line. It's about 150 yards away. Hang on. You see that? I see you! I can see you! Oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. All right, let's get the out of here.
Yo, dip, bro. Go, run. Let's run.
Happening?
I'm not stopping us. Yell at them.
It's getting bigger. They're coming this way. Holy I don't like this. I'm calling the police.
There's no way.
This is okay. All right, we're getting out of here.
After running for his life, Sam finally made it back
Oh
to his
my
van
God,
safely. He
bro.
immediately drove home and gave his viewers a detailed update on everything that happened. It remains a mystery who the two guys who chased and attacked him
Bro,
were and what their motives were.
weirdos,
However,
bro.
when Sam went back
Straight
to his tent the
weirdos.
next morning, he found out that the attackers didn't end up stealing his stuff. It's clear that robbing the campsite wasn't their main motive. We can't really tell what would have happened to Sam if he hadn't decided to abandon his campsite and run to his van.
They probably was a bunch of teenagers trying to prank him. Play a prank on him.
What are you looking at?
What's this one? Ghost encounter.
No one over there.
Ghost. Ghost encounter, bro. What? What do you mean ghost encounter, bro? What do
In
you
May of
mean?
2018, a British YouTuber named CJ uploaded a
CJ?
very bizarre video titled "Fixing My Fridge in a Haunted Forest" on his
Haunted
channel Project
Forest,
Amber.
okay.
CJ's channel primarily documents his travels and camping experiences
Dang,
across
20K,
Europe as he
19K,
travels out of his camper
dang.
van. What sets his channel
I'm
apart
trying
from
to get, like,
other
film.
exploration channels is his dog named Lance. CJ always
Lance.
brings Lance along wherever he goes, and the two of them never travel without one another. His videos
I'm not gonna lie, this
typically
is low-key
highlight the
creeping
beauty
me
of
out,
nature
chat.
and have a relaxed and pleasant vibe to them. However, in this particular video, that was far from the truth. In the video, CJ was driving through the French countryside in his camper van when he noticed that his mini fridge was not working. He immediately pulled over to fix it. The spot where he stopped
Interesting.
was in the middle of a rural forest, with no one else in sight for many miles. As CJ stepped out of the van to fix the
Bro,
fridge,
why do people go? I don't understand why people do that, bro. I don't like being so far deep into the woods, bro. I don't like that, bro. That's just me, though. I don't like being so far deep in the woods. No one can hear your screams. You can't call the police because they won't go out there. I don't like that, bro.
His dog began to act
I just
very
don't like it.
strangely. The dog stared intently at a well located close to where he had parked the van. This strange behavior caught CJ off guard, and this is when things started to take a very bizarre turn for CJ.
I'll give it the full
What happened?
24 hours, I think, to... What are you looking at?
Mhm.
You're freaking me out, dog. There's no one over there.
Oh no! If your dog does wrong, bro, it's wrong. It's over.
There's actually a well just where I'm parked. You go down this little track, and there's a well with a big metal bar on it.
Oh
Literally, I was gonna go
no!
and park there, and I saw the well. Instantly started thinking about the ring, which when I was about, I think it was about 10 when it came out, scared the shit out of me. For like a month I didn't sleep properly, and now the dog keeps looking over in that direction of where it is.
No!
So I'm like, nah mate, I might move, but I can't.
Get out of
As
there, bro!
CJ's
Get out!
dog continued to stare at the well, he mentioned that there was an abandoned well nearby, sealed with a heavy metal cover.
Get out of there, bro! It's
Eventually, things
over.
returned back to normal, and CJ brushed off the strange occurrences he had been witnessing. As he worked on fixing his fridge, he decided to spend the night there. However, the next day, things took a turn for the worse when CJ began hearing mysterious sounds coming from the abandoned well.
Oh, at that point, bro, I'm moving. Get me out of there.
Okay, I'm seriously freaked out now.
Actually, my dog kept
A
on
minute
looking
ago, I
over
could
there,
hear
bro. I'm
like
out.
really loud
I'm not gonna
moaning,
lie.
like just booming across the mountains. So I've come down to where I could hear it. I got to this old well, and it stopped. But just as soon as I got here, just from over there, there's no track or anything. It's just wood. This girl appeared, dressed like kind of like a monk, no shoes, and no hair. So I said bonjour and that, and she responded. I asked if she was okay, but she didn't respond then. She just carried on walking. So I carried on a bit and then thought I better double check. Went to go and find her again. She's gone. That way, that's where my van is, and that goes to the road. But
Get me out of
down
there,
where
bro.
she went
Get
that
me
way,
out.
there's nothing, and there's nothing for miles. Where did she go?
After hearing mysterious noises coming from the
What's
well,
this? Is
CJ
this ghost
immediately went
encounter?
down to investigate the source of the noises. However, just as he approached the well, the sounds abruptly stopped. During this time, he spotted a girl dressed like a monk, barefoot and with no hair, who seemed to appear out of nowhere and walked into the woods. CJ called out to her, but she didn't respond and continued walking away into the distance. Concerned that the girl might be lost or having some type of mental trouble, he decided to follow her. However, by the time he reached the spot where she had been, she had mysteriously disappeared. Not only had the girl vanished, but there were also no footprints or signs of anyone's presence. Plus, the location where she disappeared was a relatively open area in the woods that stretched out for miles. Disturbed by what he had just witnessed.
That's the thing in movies, bro. Cops don't be believing the people. They be like, bro, I swear I've seen someone here, bro. And they be like, nah, you're tripping, bro. It's like, bro, come on, bro.
CJ
It's
decided
like,
to
come
leave the
on, bro.
woods.
Like, what
As
do
he
you
was
mean you
walking
don't
back to
believe
his
me, bro?
van,
Like, I'll
he saw the
slap
girl
you,
again,
bro.
and this time recorded the disturbing encounter.
There she is again, where? Interesting.
I have not got a clue what was going on
I
there.
ain't not got a
That
clue.
was so weird. The well, the moaning from the forest, the girl. Nah, maybe there's an explanation to it all, but I wasn't sticking around. I left. I booted it. I'm about 50 miles from there now. I saw the girl another 2 times. The last time I was near the van, and she was running through the forest.
Ooh, running.
I left.
Get out.
I was gone.
Leave, yeah.
I was gone so fast.
Me too, bro.
I didn't even
Me
pack the
too.
van away. Yeah, it's a pretty big mess in here.
Oh.
But I do have a working fridge.
That's valid, though.
The
That's
fridge is
valid.
working. It's nice and cold now.
CJ
Valid.
mentioned that he saw the same girl 2 more times after filming her, and the last time he encountered her, she was running into the woods. After this encounter, CJ quickly
Why,
hopped
though?
into
Why was
his
she
van
running?
and drove away without even packing all his belongings.
Oh, yeah,
in
she
the
probably
back.
do have
He
some
also
mental
mentioned that his dog is typically
problems.
very friendly and approaches people playfully. However, on this day, his dog seemed anxious and kept staring in the direction where the woman had gone. The identity of the girl and whether CJ's experience was paranormal remains a mystery. Many comments on his video point out that CJ's videos focus exclusively on his van life, and this is the only one of this kind, and has no reason to fake his content. However, these claims regarding the paranormal are not confirmed or verified and are merely theories and speculations. Consequently, the truth about the girl
That's
continues
true.
to be
He could be faking it too for some views, bro. Not gonna lie.
An
But at the same
unsolved
time, why would
mystery.
he do that? So it's like horror. So first footsteps. What one's this? 100 forest in UK. Yeah, I don't get how
This
to
right here is
count,
a
bro.
YouTuber named William, who in October of
I
2023
don't get it, bro.
uploaded a video titled Most Scared I've Ever Been While Stealth Camping on his channel Truesdale TV. His channel primarily focuses on outdoor exploration, and he frequently uploads footage of his stealth camping experiences in various
It's
locations
bloody
across the
awful.
UK. In this video, William takes things to a whole new level by stealth camping alone in a haunted forest known as Ballybully Forest. For those unfamiliar with this location, the Ballybully
Ballybully
Forest is regarded as one of the
Forest.
most haunted forests in both Northern Ireland and the UK. According to the legend, Ballybully was a significant site for
Ballybully.
high-ranking priests during ancient Celtic cultures, with stone formations and trenches scattered throughout the forest. Many nearby locals steer clear of the area, and those who venture in are cautious to remain on the path because of its disturbing history of ghost sightings and mysterious disappearances. From the 15th to 17th centuries, over 30 people vanished in the forest, and even now, numerous individuals have reported seeing shadowy figures and hearing strange noises at
Can't
night.
do that, bro.
In the video,
Get me
William
out of
begins
there.
his exploration by venturing deep into the woods in search of a suitable camping spot. He immediately admits to his viewers that he feels a bit freaked out about spending the night in the
Bro, if
forest.
you feel freaked
Despite
out, bro,
this,
just
he
leave.
continues to explore and eventually finds a good spot to
Always
set up his campsite.
chat.
As the
Always trust your gut. No matter what, bro. Always trust it.
night begins to set in, he prepares his dinner and decides to call it a night. However, while he was trying to go to sleep, he suddenly hears footsteps approaching his tent, and this is when things start to take a very bizarre turn for William.
What?
Cheers, folks.
What, bro? Yo.
Hear that? Somebody there?
Crazy work.
Somebody there?
After hearing footsteps next to his tent, William called out to whoever or whatever was outside, but he unfortunately didn't get any response. The footsteps eventually stopped and William, in a state of panic, stepped outside to investigate the source of the mysterious footsteps, but disturbingly, he found no one outside. After this strange encounter, he returned back to his tent, and as he was trying to make sense of what had just happened, something forcefully struck the side of his tent.
The f***? Did you hear that?
Yo. No, get out of there, bro. Get out, bro. Just run. Run for it, bro.
Off, who's out there? Oh, I'm paranoid or something like that. Or like, was that me? I don't know. Right, we have to investigate this shit. I can't sleep any with this.
You have to at that point, bro. You can't just.
I can get myself worked out.
What? Honestly,
After hearing
bro.
something strike his tent, William, afraid for his life, called out to see who was there. When no one responded, he stepped outside his tent, but yet again found nothing outside. Having heard footsteps earlier, and now experiencing something striking his tent, William was consumed by fear and paranoia. This ultimately led him to set up a camera outside his tent to monitor his surroundings.
I don't blame
Unfortunately
him.
for William, the camera didn't record anything unusual, making it even more disturbing for William to make sense of what he was witnessing. Despite feeling anxious, William eventually went to sleep and left the forest early in the morning, and as of the time this video was uploaded, he has not returned back to the haunted Ballybully forest.
I was down in my tent, not asleep,
Isn't
listening
it?
to all the sounds, and then I heard somebody down by the shelter. So
What?
at first I had to convince myself it wasn't what I thought I heard, but it definitely was somebody down there.
This right here is a YouTuber named Phil, who in December of 2021
What's up, Phil?
uploaded a video titled Creepy Night in the Woods on his channel Hike Slam. His channel primarily focuses on outdoor exploration, and he regularly shares footage of his hiking and camping experiences throughout North America. In this particular video, Phil chose to go on a solo overnight hike along the Appalachian Trail in Virginia. He starts the video by venturing deep into the woods in search of a suitable camping location for the night. The first few minutes of his hike seemed to go smoothly, and everything appeared to be quite normal. However, about 30 minutes into the hike, he stumbles upon some peculiar trash along the trail. Oddly enough, some of the containers he discovers have writing on them that resembles song lyrics and poems. Nevertheless, Phil chooses to ignore the peculiar writing and carries on with his hike. As he explores further, he encounters another set of strange notes and writings as he approaches the campsite. This time, however, Phil notices a dead duck lying next to the notes, and this is when things start to take a very disturbing turn for Phil.
Yo, YouTube, that's fake. That duck's fake, bro. That duck's fake, bro.
What the hell?
Is that Till West,
There's
bro?
a dead duck here.
That's not. Oh
And it looks
my
like
god,
Happens
bro.
to them.
Come
At that
on.
moment, he notices a campsite just a few.
Yeah, I can't watch this anymore. I can't watch this. Yeah, they really just showed that duck. Yeah, that duck was fake, yeah. Alright, bro. I'm gonna have to do something I haven't done in a while. You know, I got to. Been too long. It's been way too long since I did this, bro. Bro. This is one I left off on. Bro, come on. Stop playing with me. Bro, I'm still buttons after this now. Alright, bro. I think I already did this one. No, I did not do this one, actually. I didn't do this one. Oh yeah, I beat this one. Bro, I haven't played this in a long time, though. So, like, I don't even know if I can do it, bro. Come on. Yo, this game brings a different type of anger in me, bro. FNAF? Ooh, I should do FNAF. I bet after this. Let me hop on FNAF after this. That's smart. And it's late outside too, it's late. Get back. The heck? Come on. Alright, bro. Yeah, I guess I've been on this one. What's the memory, really, baby? Oh, yeah. Bro, I'm off this. Let's do FNAF. Let me turn off the lights. Lights like this. Calm down, bro. Alright, come on. Let me get off FNAF. Oh, Trophy, you hate me, bro. I just know you want to see me suffer, bro. I just know you hate me, bro. That's good. Why you so pokey? What do you mean? That's the website. That's the website. What you talking about, boy? Oh my gosh, bro. Man, come on, bro. Oh my god, bro. When is he gonna call me, chat? Hey, bro, I'm not gonna. I'll leave this game so fast, bro. But yeah, this is a modded version. This is fake. Cause why they ain't spawning in, bro? Why they kind of jump scare me early? Not I to this. Bro, I think I'm searching up Pokemon. Okay, bro. Okay, dude. It's the same. Oh, let's go. 12 a.m. Alright, see the odds there this time. Last time. Last time wasn't working, bro. Yeah, I'm actually like kind of paranoid, chat, so chill on me, bro. Hold up. I gotta do some promotional use on TikTok real quick. Yeah, bro, it's like it keeps on giving me this fake version, bro. I'm not doing that fake version where they just spawn in out of nowhere. Get off that, bro. Oh, this is the one I was on last time. Martel shoes. That's the watch history. I don't have no watch history, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. What you talking about, bro? Alright, bro. Let's get into it. Alright, see, this one works. Bro, you hate me. That's the word, you hate me, bro.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made
And this is night 2.
Congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since
Yo,
friends tend to become
Bonnie's already out.
progressive. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's
How's she
in
already?
place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot
Oh
stronger
my
as he gets stronger,
god,
though.
bro.
So, hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view.
Like, bro.
Blind spots happen to be
Oh,
right
that's not.
outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your
Bro,
camera,
come on, bro.
be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that.
5 Nights at Freddy's, my favorite game.
Also,
Bro, is night too hard? Is night too, like, hard, bro?
The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active with the camera and remain off for long periods of time.
What does that
I
sound?
guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Alright, Bonnie's not the door no more. I don't like it. Alright. Yes, bro. 5 Nights at Freddy's, bro. Oh my god, like, she's spawn counting, bro. I'm asleep. No, bro. If you're asleep, bro, I'm getting off. I'm not lying. If you're going to sleep, bro, I'm getting off. I'm not lying. Alright, bye, pro, I guess. Hey, as soon as you leave the train, I'm getting off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Wasting too much. I'm wasting too much power, bro. Zendy, what do I do, Zendy? He's moving, he's moving, he's moving, he's moving, he's moving. Where's he at now? I see him. Wait, never mind, he did. Don't sleep off the ground, bro. Stream for like an hour, I bet. No, Chica's out! Chica's out! Chica's out! No, bro, come on, bro. Where they at? Don't use your tablet thing or whatever, it's too much. Bro, Zendy, I need your help, Zendy, please. Don't unlock the door, don't unlock this door, the left door. Don't unlock it, bro. Oh my god. Look on this crash this. I'll try, bro. Shut the door. Shut the door! 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 Please! No, 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 no. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Please, no, 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 I can't. Oh my god. The door won't shut, bro. The door won't shut. The door won't shut. The door won't shut. The door won't shut. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm off this game, bro. I'm off this game. Get me off this game, bro. Get me off this game, bro. I'm off this game. God, I'm off this game, bro. Oh my god, bro. Where is she? I don't know, bro. She just came out of nowhere and killed me, bro. Oh my god. I quit, bro. I can't. That's not that. I'm not built for that game, bro. I'm not built for that, bro. I'm gonna rewatch it though. God. Don't want the door. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? FNAF is hard, not gonna lie. Yes, bro. Cause I thought she was gonna kill me. I thought I had made it out. No, bro. I'm not playing that game again, bro. I'm not gonna lie. FNAF is too hard, bro. Oh my god, that just almost gave me a heart attack, bro. I swear. Bro, who told me to play? Bro, Pro's bad, bro. I'm about to take your mod, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Pro fam. You told me to play that, bro. I'm about to take your mod, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, bro. And now I sound like a robot, bro. Oh my mic. Sound like a whole robot now, bro. Oh my god. What did I do? What should I do, Chad? What should I do now? Bro, my head hurts, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That just hurt my head, bro. My head hurts after that. The game is too hard, so that's why I never play it. I just be playing on Roblox the most. Bro, why did they make that game so hard, bro? Bro. No, bro. Come on, bro. Got the videos? Alright. So, great. I'm more after this. How would a parents actually build? I got to this. How long
This is the Great
18 minutes?
Pyramid of Giza.
Not too bad.
For over 4,600 years, it has endured in the Egyptian desert. For most of human civilization, it was the tallest building in the world. It was built to last for eternity because it was meant to house a god. It has survived earthquakes, erosions, and wars, countless plunderers, British explorers blasting their way in with dynamite, even
Really?
Mr. Beast.
Someone 4,500 years ago put this rock right here.
Are you into the pyramids of Egypt? Yeah, a little bit.
Some of a massive up to
But I don't know much about it though. I don't
make
really
it
know
one of the
much.
heaviest human-made
Yeah, I like
objects of
history.
all time. It's
I like
also
history a
built
lot.
with incredible precision. Its base is roughly the size of 7
But I don't know
mountains
much about
apart,
history though. I
and
like it
roughly
though, but
level,
I don't know
never
that
deviating
much.
more than an inch. The 4 sides are aligned to the cardinal directions with near perfect accuracy, thousands of years before the compass was even invented. To this day, no one has found out how exactly it was built. To really understand the Great Pyramid, we modeled the whole thing, and we will tackle 3 fascinating theories of its construction.
Wonder how it really was built
This
though.
is the insane engineering of the pyramids.
Oh my
This
god.
is Khufu, a pharaoh of ancient Egypt. He's king of the wealthiest nation on the planet.
You like it,
and he's a god.
didn't he like history and all
He's going
that?
to live forever, and he needs somewhere to live out his immortality, a home that will last. It will need to be incredibly secure to house all of his riches, and it should also look amazing. His father Sneferu, also a god, is buried here. He's the pharaoh who taught Egypt how to build its pyramids, but the lines on his aren't quite perfect. Something went wrong. Khufu can do better. He can bring even more glory to Egypt. The nation is still mourning Sneferu's death. Khufu wants to lift the people up by drawing them into the most incredible project humanity has ever attempted. And then surely they
I don't
love him,
know
and
any
later
Asian
remember him
people, but I know
more
about
than his
pyramids and
dad.
the civilization. Nice.
A project as grand and ambitious
fire,
as the
bro.
Great Pyramid can only be pulled off by a very wealthy and
From
very
like school
organized
or
nation.
like just from your own
The nation of
research?
Egypt is just that, thanks in large part to the Nile. Every year, the Nile overflows and fertilizes the land with rich topsoil. This gives ancient Egypt the ability to grow excess crops to keep its production well fed, and to sustain a standing army.
The army regularly goes out and terrorizes Egypt's neighbors, plundering their wealth to bring home for the pharaoh.
So Khufu has all the money he needs to build something very, very extra. But money isn't everything. Khufu also needs the smartest architect to design a building that will set him up for eternity.
Oh, that's why they made the pyramids.
Khufu's half-brother.
I never knew that.
He was born for the role, a once-in-a-generation genius. The design for his pyramid won't just follow in his father's footsteps, it will surpass it in every way. He envisions a pyramid far grander, more complex, and more secure than anything built before. A true quantum leap in architectural mastery.
Interesting.
Hemiunu plans to build a pyramid primarily
How long ago was this? Like, how long ago did they make the pyramids and all that?
out of solid stone. Inside will be 3 burial chambers, with a passageway leading to each. The first is built underground, in case Khufu dies early into the pyramid's construction. The second will be hidden behind a false wall, so nobody can plunder the riches inside. Leading up to the third and highest burial chamber is a majestic corridor with stunningly high corbelled ceilings, the Grand Gallery. The king's chamber will be breathtaking, a chance for Hemiunu to flex.
It'll be huge for ancient Egyptian standards. It will be built entirely from pink granite monoliths, quarried far away from Aswan, fitted together so precisely that you couldn't slip a razor blade in between them. Inside a granite sarcophagus, Khufu will finally be laid to rest.
Bro, at least scream my heart out.
Once
School
complete
and
from the
sometimes
inside,
social
the pyramid will be
studies.
encased in perfectly smooth white limestone.
Nice.
It will dazzle in the sunlight and gleam in the moonlight.
That's
Finally,
good to hear.
the golden capstone, the pyramidion, will be placed on top. Once all is put in place, Khufu will be ready for eternity.
I don't really know much
Building a
about
pyramid
this stuff.
might take an empire, but to build
So-
your dream business, you only need Shopify.
Oh, that.
Shopify is
The pyramid should be built as quickly as possible so that at least one of the burial chambers is ready before Khufu's mortal self dies. Hemiunu is aiming for a timeline of 20 years for the whole project. He calculates that the Great Pyramid will require up to 25,000 builders, a significant portion of ancient Egypt's population of about 1 million. So
I
a
wonder
great
why about
pyramid
pyramids
begins.
and
But how
their
exactly will they do it?
civilization in fourth grade.
Well, nobody knows.
Yeah, they didn't teach
Debate's
about
been
my
raging
school
for
much
hundreds
about
of years,
pyramids, bro.
and researchers
to be
are
honest.
constantly uncovering new archaeological evidence and bizarre engineering quirks that give birth to new theories.
Well, we learned about it. It
Sometimes
was
by
like,
cutting-edge tech,
it wasn't just
sometimes by
about
sheer
the
bad
pyramids.
luck.
No,
There are theories supported by scientific research, which we will cover.
And there's tons of dubious theories that rely on wild speculation, which we'll ignore.
We've broken down 3 scientific theories about what the Egyptian secret could be.
In order of easy, medium, and hard. Imagine you and some coworkers have to hoist a block as heavy as a double-decker bus, 130 meters into the air. The only tools your boss gives you are some rope, some wood, and some rubble. If you've got something heavy, you've got to move somewhere high. The simplest, most straightforward way is to just drag it up a ramp. You tie it with some rope, get help from as many people as can fit on the ramp, and heave it up together. As the pyramid grows, the ramp would be raised and extended to accommodate the increasing height. Easy. No crazy advanced machinery necessary. Most Egyptologists
Then what do you think they
support
did?
the external ramp theory. It continues to be the
I'm gonna hop
go-to
off now.
explanation
Alright,
for
bro.
how
It was
the
nice
pyramid
having you here,
evolved.
bro.
And there's loads of archaeological
Alright, see you, bro.
evidence
Have a good
that
time.
confirms ancient Egyptians used big ramps for construction all the time. But there's no consensus on the size, shape, and incline of such a ramp. That's because after a certain height, the external ramp theory starts to fall apart. To move a 2-ton block up a slope, you need a team of about 12 workers. And as the pyramid starts to grow, your ramp either needs to become steeper or longer to reach the top. You're going to want that incline to be as gentle as possible, otherwise the job is too intense and workers will start dropping like flies. The remains of the workers suggest most were in decent but not spectacular health. These were everyday people, not super elite athletes. Many died before 40 due to the incredibly hard work. Engineers calculate that 8% is the steepest incline for average workers to complete their task. In consequence, the ramp has to become longer,
How's
To
that
build a
even
ramp to the full
possible, bro?
147-meter height of the pyramid at a gentle enough incline, this ramp would need to be
Bro.
very, very long, like way more than a kilometer. It'd require a few million tons of material, up to 3 times as much volume as the entire pyramid. Remains of such an enormous ramp haven't been found, and it would take thousands of workers decades just to build it. Decades Khufu doesn't have to spare.
That's wild work.
John Cena, Snackdown, Dr. Upstick. Snackdown. Another day, another drumstick.
There is a way to keep the ramp shorter. You could build a corkscrew ramp that spirals around the sides, like a road winding up a mountain. Every time the pyramid grows, the ramp grows with it, and eventually just becomes part of the pyramid itself. That would be a pretty ingenious way to save up on space and material, and it would explain why we haven't found any remains of a ramp. But it comes with a whole new set of problems. The pyramid's triangular faces need to be accurately maintained at precisely 51.9 degrees from the bottom to the top. Surveyors need to measure the edges constantly to ensure there's no deviation. If you're off by even a few centimeters at the bottom, the top could be off by several meters. Since the spiral ramp blocks your sight, it's almost impossible to ensure that all the lines of the pyramid are actually straight, which would leave you with a crooked pyramid at the end. And as we know, the Great Pyramid is in fact not crooked. This brings us to theory number 2. It's the late 90s. A French engineer, Henri Audin, is watching a documentary about the pyramids. It explains the pyramid construction with the external ramp theory, but Henri is skeptical. To his engineering mind, it just doesn't make sense. He calls up his architect's son, Jean-Pierre Audin, and asks his opinion. Jean-Pierre is intrigued. Without knowing much about ancient Egypt at all, or even visiting the pyramid, he starts puzzling over other ways the blocks could have been lifted. He labors over it obsessively for years, until he's finally ready to share it with Egyptologists. Most of them ignore him. He's an outsider, and it's a field notorious for gatekeeping.
French guy who knows nothing, because there is no evidence.
But his theory has since gained traction, because Audin has put himself into the shoes of Emeunu, thinking through every last detail. His theory could even explain how the heaviest granite beams might have been moved without needing to be hauled by 600 workers. Here's a concise version. Emeunu does use an external ramp for the first part of the pyramid, up to around 60 meters. But he doesn't just build a basic ramp made of rubble. No, his ramp is made of limestone. Limestone blocks that will later compose the upper layers of the pyramid. That would explain why we haven't found any remains of a ramp around the pyramid. They're right there in front of us.
I can say that, bro.
The short external ramp is used to build the widest, lower levels of the pyramid. It's also used to haul the heavy granite beams that compose the king's chamber. But hundreds of workers hauling a 50-ton block in small space is logistically challenging. So Audin believes Emeunu used the long 46-meter corridor, the Grand Gallery, as an ingenious counterweight system. It would have been built opposite the external ramp, and its size and slope would be leveraged with counterweights that would assist workers in getting the granite up to the king's chamber. The Grand Gallery is a weird space in the Great Pyramid. It has details that puzzled archaeologists for a long time, like why it's so tall, so narrow, and why it has stone benches running along the inside. Audin believes the Grand Gallery helps move impossibly heavy stones by functioning like a railroad track. The stone benches are actually the rails for carts on wooden rollers. Remember, no wheels. Essentially, a huge granite block at the bottom of the external ramp would be attached with a rope to a trolley car loaded up with heavy blocks at the top of the Grand Gallery. When the trolley car is rolled down the Grand Gallery, the heavy granite block would be pulled up the ramp. There's even evidence of scuffing from the repeated impact of something heavy in the Grand Gallery. So it's a plausible explanation of what this unique corridor was used for. Once the heavy granite beams are in place, the external ramp has served its purpose. Now, the pyramid is too tall for it to be practical, so the builders switch things up. They dismantle the external ramp and use its blocks to start building the rest of the pyramid from the inside out, with an internal ramp, kind of like the driveway spiraling up inside a parking garage. This second ramp would have been built from the bottom up, with an incline of about 7%. It would go straight up until it hits one of the pyramid sides, where it would make a sharp left continue up another side at the same incline. The ramp continues zigzagging up the pyramid, with the flights of the ramp getting shorter as the pyramid narrows. From the bottom to the top, the internal ramp is over 1 kilometer long. Moving heavy blocks up an incline is manageable, especially if you're using a sled over smooth limestone. But each time the ramp turns a corner, the workers have the enormously difficult task of pivoting the heavy stones. Audin calculates the ramp had to be less than 3 meters wide, and the workers would have needed somewhere to stand to turn the block. So he proposes that at the end of each flight of the ramp, there must have been a big space left open for the workers to turn the block, possibly with the help of wooden levers or cranes. The empty spaces would also be a nice place for the workers to catch their breath. And there's actually evidence of one of these spaces. There's a previously unexplained notch that corresponds to Odon's predictions for what the spaces would look like, about 83 meters up the pyramid. Odon's theories about the Grand Gallery and the internal ramp offer viable solutions to two of the pyramid's biggest mysteries: how 2-ton blocks were lifted so high, and how 50-ton beams were moved without the space for the hundreds of workers needed to haul them.
Oh, my back hurts.
But if he's right,
y'all don't understand how bad it hurts, bro. To just sit on your knees, bro, for a whole stream, bro. Like, bro, come on, my back. Oh, ooh.
the ramp's design would have been highly complex. Its path would have to be designed with great care to avoid intersecting with any passageways or chambers within the pyramid. Critics of this theory are either unconvinced that its construction is supported by archaeological evidence, or wave off the internal ramp as overcomplicated. Many suggest the external ramp theory is likelier because it's simpler, but ancient Egyptian workmanship exhibits extraordinarily high levels of precision in so many aspects. Why not also apply this ability to a highly sophisticated ramp design? And also, why not entertain an even more sophisticated theory for how they built the pyramids? In 2024, a flurry of newspaper articles announced that the mystery of the pyramids was finally solved, thanks to brand new archaeological evidence. As it turns out, the Nile might just be the key to the mystery of how the pyramids were built. Nowadays, the Giza Plateau lies in an arid strip of the Sahara Desert, kilometers away from the lush banks of the Nile. But during the time that the pyramids were built, the landscape may have looked very different. A 2024 study combined radar satellite imagery with deep soil coring techniques. This way it identified what appears to be a long-lost branch of the Nile flowing alongside the majority of the pyramids. The pyramid builders probably used this branch to move heavy stones straight to the pyramid base, instead of dragging them all the way from distant quarries. More than plausible that the builders used the Niles to transport the blocks horizontally. But what about vertically? Another peer-reviewed study from 2024 offers a fascinating theory. It proposes a radical and controversial idea. The ancient Egyptians might have used hydraulic power to raise heavy stones. In other words, a water-powered elevator. The idea of such an elevator is not new, but for a long time, credentialed Egyptologists considered such theories fringe and unscientific, just speculations cooked up by pyramidians. They might sound cool, but there was zero evidence to actually support them. Until, perhaps, now. The researchers, including hydrologists, mechanical engineers, and geographers, found evidence that the earliest Egyptian pyramid could have been built using a floating wooden elevator capable of raising heavy stones with far less human labor. The water elevator would have worked something like this. Rainfall and floodwater would be collected into a nearby structure that functions as a dam. A system of underground conduits guides that water into a shaft running from underneath the pyramid up through its central axis, kind of like a volcano. This internal shaft is where all the upward movement is generated. Within the shaft, floating on the water's surface, is a heavy wooden platform, which workers would load up with heavy stones from the ground level. Then they'd open and close valves near the bottom of the shaft, which would feed in or drain out the water. Manipulating the water levels in this way would raise and lower the wooden platform like an elevator. It could raise the platform to heights of at least 17 meters. Then workers would unload the stones and construct the pyramid from the inside out. The study's lead author claims his theories could also help explain why later ones aren't as large as the Great Pyramid. As the climate dried out of the region over time, builders couldn't have captured enough water for a hydraulic lift system. They'd have to rely on human strength to lift heavy stones. So does this theory hold water? Experts are mostly skeptical.
Marshall's buyers hustle for the latest trends so that you don't have to.
Double denim.
Serious right now, bro.
So chic.
Zahi Hawass, a leading figure in Egyptology, says the theory is completely wrong. The pyramid in the study is not only smaller than Khufu's Great Pyramid, but differs structurally and was built of far lighter stones. So if Khufu's pyramid were built with some kind of water elevator, it would have to be bigger and perhaps more complex. So far, no comparable shaft is known to exist in the Great Pyramid. Ramps, however, are found all over archaeological excavations of ancient Egypt, so the most common theories continue to put forward some sort of ramp as the dominant construction model. There are other potentially viable scientific theories that try to solve pieces of this puzzle. One expert we spoke with suggests multiple smaller ramps from all sides to cut down on construction time. But to this day, there is still no generally accepted theory for how they did it.
In any case, it's good to be wary of all the claims coming out about finally solving the mystery. Everyone wants to be the one to definitively figure it out. The Great Pyramid is the last of the 7 wonders of the world we have left. It's so old, even Cleopatra considered it ancient. But even though they've been around thousands of years, it's actually very strange we haven't found any blueprints for the pyramids. The ancient Egyptians were obsessive documenters. We have their tax records, their love poems, their receipts for donkey feed purchases from 4,000 years ago, but papyri with plans for the pyramids have never been found. Whether the plans were lost, hidden, or intentionally destroyed, we don't know. But what we do know, and what science might be at the brink of confirming, is already very incredible. In 2017, scientists discovered a mysterious void in the Great Pyramid using cutting-edge particle physics. Researchers have yet to access these spaces. Some archaeologists believe the big void isn't so mysterious, that it's probably just structural, built as stressful leaving spaces so the inner chambers wouldn't collapse. Some believe it helped refine Udon's theory of the Grand Gallery counterweight system. Others, including Egypt's top archaeologist, Zahi Hawass, suggest the void might be Khufu's real burial chamber. Because that's the other great
back's hurting, bro. I don't think I can do this, bro. I need me a chair, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I need me a chair now, bro. I need me a chair now, bro. I need me a chair now. My back's killing me, bro. I don't think I can do this for much longer, bro. I'll finish the video, though. But I don't know about all that, bro. Oh. Come on. Oh.
unsolved mystery of the pyramids.
Oh, man.
Khufu's mummy and all of his treasures have never been found. Whatever it's for, the Big Void reveals there's a lot more investigation needed to fully understand the Great Pyramid.
W video shot, W video. It's fire. Yeah, that video was fire, bro. The pyramids was crazy, bro. Yeah, like the pyramids and all that, bro. It's crazy. It's insane, bro. The pyramids and all that, bro. It's crazy. It's fire. Yeah, shout out to them, bro. Shout out to them. Next up, chat. What's up? What's next? I'll never go react to tree fights, bro. Yeah, I need to, I'm going on TikTok from that one. I'm going on TikTok.
Go ahead. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down, Wilson, sit down.
Who is Morgan Mist? Introduced in Chapter 6, Season...
I don't know why I always do that.
First I was afraid. First I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side.
I
spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. I was wrong. And I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, no, no. I will survive. Oh, as long as I...
What the fuck are y'all...
Did this to me. I'm sorry. To rot in that abandoned wing of Arkham for over a year. It's not too late. We can fix this together. Look after him, Jim. Look after them all.
It took just 24 hours for us to lose control of the city. Tonight, Gotham's relying on one man to save us all.
What the fuck?
Busting my ass out there.
My good. Terry McGinnis.
You gotta fight this thing, all of you. You can't let it control you. Aqua Girl,
Sparta!
Here's how to kill the Fantastic.
So what now? Everyday Bullseye goes to the chow hall, eats his slop. You know he gets to breathe the same air that you breathe. You feel good about that? He got life! How about old Foggy? He got life. This is my son, Scar.
Right.
We are.
Come on, bro. That's OP.
The Avengers' percent chance of beating Superman. Oh, I can't wait to look at this. 0.0.
1 out of 10, I'm
Actually.
Hey, why he looking like Ray? This Ray.
And I know.
A demon! He is a hero. It's all. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Live and sweet and yo, he's dead, bro. He's dead. No. Oh my lord, he's dead. What? How did he even get that high, right? And yeah, they say Batman's human. He's not human, bro. Batman's not human at this point, bro. You can't convince me Batman's human. What the heck?
Peter, you're going to.
Chad, it's about that time, bro. Even though I didn't get that much views, bro. It's cool, bro. Because we'll get there eventually, bro. We can all do it. Eventually, bro. Just like sometimes in life, bro. It's hard to do it, bro. It's hard, bro. But you gotta stick to it, though. You gotta keep on going, bro. You can't just give up. And if you understand that, bro, you understand it, bro. You can't just give up all the time, bro. You gotta stick to it. Keep on going. Never give up. Never back down, never give up, bro. It's like, in life, there's gonna be lots of ups and downs. But it's like a roller coaster, bro. You go up, you take it slow, right? But you go down, you just go skyrocket up, bro. It gets even faster and faster every freaking time, bro. So don't even worry about all that hate, bro, all that negativity, bro, all that hate you're getting right now, bro. Just keep on pushing through, bro. You got this. You got this, brother. Now lock in with life, bro. Have a great day, have a great night, bro. And I'll be here at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but I'll be here tomorrow. That won't matter, dude. I'm trying. So I'll see y'all, bro. Good night.